also did a few other things. I continued Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which I'm really enjoying. I haven't gone breakneck through that, even though I feel like it would be very easy to, trying to
Yeah.
slow down and pace myself. So this week I gave myself like 2 episodes, and that felt good enough for me, especially with like the other things that I wanted to watch. So,
Hmm.
but I highly recommend it. It's amazing. As I mean, you're watching it, so don't need to
Yeah,
convince you.
I went 4 through 7 while we're on it. I watched
Mhm.
that one as well, and, same kinda thing, like, Ashley and I are watching it together, so that automatically keeps us a little bit slower rate. But
Mhm.
then, yeah, it's just been nice, and it's only gotten better. Like,
Yeah.
I have w my biggest complaint, I think, comes in episode 2, and it's
Mm.
definitely the one thing that stood out as, like, I really didn't enjoy that moment, but otherwise, I'm up through 7 and really liking it. I'm concerned with, like, choices characters are making, but it has me invested, so.
Sure. Are you concerned with choices characters are making in the sense of like you're worried for the character or you're worried for the show?
Word for
Do you
the
know what I mean?
character. Yeah. I
Okay.
just like,
Okay.
I don't wanna see these characters go through this or have this happen to them or make
Sure.
this
Yeah.
choice?
Mhm.
So, yeah. Um, it's I still love how much it's probably a fine line to walk that you don't wanna have it be exactly like the game, but it still is doing such a good job of having things and characters and stuff that are in the game in this and mentioned and whatever. And this is the kind of synergy I want between products in different mediums. They take place in the same world, they contribute to one another, they're both like canon. They encourage others to consume the other one. And we'll get into that a
Mhm.
little bit more later. But yeah, I'm just like continually impressed with, how well it feels in that same world as the game. So
Yeah, I can't speak terribly much to that having played but a blip of Cyberpunk 2077, but I enjoy the show and I love that it's drawing people to play the game
yeah.
cuz I I mean I know we talked about it extensively on the show before, but obviously I think that 2077 had some deserved and some undeserved struggles. I mean, they released it, it was buggy, it was tough for people to play, which is like legitimate concerns, but also when they fixed a lot of things, people just weren't immediately invested in going back, and that was a really kind of a shame.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
glad it's getting second life here.
we're hijacking your week here, but we might as well just talk
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
okay. I
Otherwise, we're
mean,
gonna.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I understand people. CDPR was not always on the up and up. They made some really bad decisions. A lot of this stuff, it's not like, oh, oops, sorry, we did everything we could kind of thing. It was like, no, you put yourselves in this situation. So that really is too bad. And I understand if someone wants to be like, you're we don't respect what you did, and therefore we're not going to play your game. Like,
Right.
that's fine to me. But nonetheless, I play the game even in a broken state and love the hell out of it. And so yeah, and other people, like, they needed that break. They needed that break to kind of forget about it and to calm down. To
Right. Hit that refresh and restart kind of button where everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, right, yeah," without all
Hmm.
like the negativity attached to it.
And so this anime hit at just the right time because they didn't really have major story DLC and such locked and loaded. So this brought people back, and IGN has the story right now that just confirming further the resurgence of the game Cyberpunk 2077. Um, the last update as of the 22nd on this, CDPR said that there was at least a million people played the game each day of the week.
Is
So
impressive.
yeah, so it's really doing well. It's exciting to see. And again, online, the Twitter accounts and stuff are saying, "Hey, you want revenge on this certain character from the show? Make sure you hop into the game." That kind of
Smart.
thing. Yeah, and there's items in the game now that are from the anime as well. So
Oh,
there's
sure.
like a gun and a jacket. I think probably the main jacket you got to do some extra quest or something for to unlock. So again, this is the kind of thing that makes sense. This is why like a game like Marvel's Avengers should never fail. Some of the biggest properties on the planet, some of the biggest movies on the planet, that game should no way fail. And they should only feed off of one another in that way, boost each other up. So, yeah, more of this, please.
Yeah. Well, and more of this done well. I mean, obviously, in an ideal world, this would be the outcome. I mean, without the hiccup at first for the game. Obviously,
Mhm.
you'd want a successful
Yeah,
release, and then kind of maybe have it fade from the public consciousness, and then, oh yeah, let's bring it back, let's revive it with this anime, and everybody's like, oh right, I forgot about that. It's great. Um, and yeah, I mean, obviously, in an ideal world, you'd have like a movie or TV show or whatever and a game that could like work together, feed off each other, play into one another. Like you said, some of the stuff from the TV show is now available in the game. That's really smart, like thinking, smart marketing. But yeah, I mean, that has to that has to go along with good execution on both
yeah,
ends and like a commitment to making a great product, whether it be the show or the game.
yep,
So yeah, ideally that would work for everything, but this is an example if anybody's looking of how to do it right,
yep.
or at
There's
least how to
one
do your
thing
second chance right.
there's one thing I'm looking for in this show that I have not yet seen through episode 7,
Okay.
and I will be sad if I don't get it. You'll
Okay.
notice if you watch the anime, there's lots of ads and stuff for products and things
Yeah.
in the world, like real water. There's one that I've seen in the show, and that's in the game. So there's similar ads and stuff. There's like a soda in the game, and
Okay.
the slogan is "Taste the Love," and it's kind of like corny, kind of Japanese sort of vibe. It's cartoony or whatever, and the you know person advertising it just says "Taste the love,"
Oh
and
boy.
so that ad needs to be in this game or in the anime. So
If not,
uh,
apparently you could put it in yourself, John. That was hilarious.
yeah, I guess.
I have no idea what the voice is, but I feel like in my head you nailed it.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, so a little detour on Cyberpunk Edgerunners talk, but I mean, it's like I said, highly recommend it. You highly recommend it. Definitely everybody should go to Netflix and check it out.